What's up guys? In today's video, I want to share with you guys a new experiment for maximum focus and how this completely changed my life. You see, a few months ago, my mentor shared with me this simple philosophy that where focus goes, energy flows and results show. I'm sure some of you might be thinking that's extremely basic, but in fact, the biggest problem is that focus and concentration can be extremely difficult to master. Sure, most people want to learn how to improve their focus and boost concentration, but how do they go about doing it? At the end of the day, a lot of people struggle with maintaining focus because predominantly we live in a very noisy world where we're filled with constant, never-ending distractions. We have our phone right on the table, we have social media constantly going off. We got things all over the desk constantly distracting us. We're always surrounded by things that are constantly pulling our attention and taking us away from the core things that we need to be focusing on. Luckily, in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the best ideas and top research tactics on how you can get and stay focused in your life so that you can ultimately get accelerated results in any activity, anything that you need to get accomplished. So today, we're going to be breaking down the exact science behind sharpening your mind and paying attention to what really matters in order to get you guys results. Whether you're looking to focus on your new goals in life, on business, this video is going to cover everything that you need to know. So let's get down to it, guys. What is focus? In order to concentrate on anything, focus by default means focusing on one thing at any particular time, doing one thing only and ignoring everything else around you. That's what focus means by default, is having the discipline to concentrate on only one particular thing and having, that mindset of being able to set everything else aside, all the distractions aside, so that you can ultimately achieve that one particular task with 100% efficiency, focus, determination, motivation to get it done in the least amount of time as possible. But the best way to put it is that focus can only occur one time, and that is when we have said yes to doing one particular thing and no to everything else. In other words, focus really comes down to having the willpower and the determination to set everything else aside and ignore all the other things that are trying to take away your attention, that are keeping you from achieving the results that you want in the least amount of time possible. As Tim Ferriss always says, right? What you do doesn't determine what you will accomplish. It's what you don't do that determines how fast you're going to achieve results. And I paraphrased a little bit there, but you get the gist, right? So, the first question that you need to ask yourself is, well, what's keeping me from focusing? Why can't I focus on what needs to get done? You know what you need to do. You know what you need to be doing. You know that if you don't do it, the result isn't going to come, the job isn't going to get done, maybe you're going to get in trouble, maybe you're not going to finish your assignment for school, maybe your boss is going to yell at you. But at the end of the day, it's so easy to get distracted because that comes naturally through our upbringing. We constantly growing up had TV playing, we had our cell phones constantly going off, we had all of these distractions happening around us, right? And so we naturally got in this habit of having our attentions taken up by multiple things at the same time. So what does this mean? It means that growing up, we always thought that, we would be excellent at being able to multitask and getting multiple things done at the same time. But in fact, this couldn't be more far from the truth. This myth of multitasking is ultimately what keeps people from getting accelerated results in their life. People have this misconception that they're able to focus and do two things at the same time and that somehow that's going to be more efficient. But in fact, it's really and this is something that my mentor taught me, what he said was, the key to getting accelerated results is putting 100% focus, 100% energy towards one thing at a time. It's really when you are able to have that dedicated focus and of honing in on one particular task that you start to experience these rapid results, that things start to happen naturally, that you start flowing, that all these ideas start happening. You see, because what happens with the mind, and this all comes down to the subconscious mind, right? Mindset. What happens is when you constantly have these triggers going off of all of these things, the mind gets distracted. The pathways that are happening in your mind, all the ways that the neurons are firing subconsciously, they're all over the place, right? if I'm focusing on how to finish assignment and then all of a sudden I see a text going off on my phone, well, now my neurons are going off, not on the assignment, but they're focusing on the text. Who texted me? Oh, maybe it's a pretty girl. Who knows, right? It can be so many things. The problem is that growing up, we always had all of these distractions around us, and we never learned how to properly isolate our mindset and our thought process so that we could only accomplish, or so that we would only focus and accomplish one task at a particular time. And what I learned a few months ago is that by really being able to separate yourself and isolate yourself, and there's many hacks to do that, and I'll share one of those for you in a second. By really being able to focus all of your time and energy to only one task, man, the results just start happening so naturally. The way that the mind starts thinking, it's like the ideas just start coming and popping out of nowhere. And I found that, back when I was doing my master's degree, when I focused 100% of my time and energy on writing just my master's thesis, and I put away my phone, I literally would put my phone in the other room. I would set all my distractions aside. I would literally put my gaming computer, I would unplug it. I would remove all of these distractions and prevent all of these inhibitions so that I would ultimately have no choice but to focus on my thesis. And you know what I found? I completed the work that I wanted to accomplish that day so much faster. And it would bring so much joy ultimately at the end of the day, because it meant that I was getting the work done so much faster, where I would actually have the time at the end of the day to enjoy, like truly enjoy playing video games and being on my phone, socializing, watching Netflix, because I would be able to do it guilt-free. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I'm procrastinating, or I know that I should be doing something, but instead I'm watching Netflix or I'm on social media, it doesn't feel very good. You always have that guilt, the guilt in the back of your in the pit of your stomach, that's like saying to you, Ian, you shouldn't be doing this. You should be working on your assignment. But at the same time, you're procrastinating. You don't want to do it. But what I found, guys, is that by just putting that aside, noticing that this is just negative social conditioning that's been coming since our upbringing, putting all of that crap aside and just focusing 100% on one thing, the results come so much faster that you're actually able to enjoy your life and enjoy every single moment. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but have you ever had a moment where you knew that an assignment was going to be due at the end of the day, right? And you're like, well, crap, if I don't do it now, I'm going to get an F, I'm going to flunk. What happens in those moments? Those are the moments where you're like, okay, if I don't give 100% focus on this right now, I'm not going to finish. And in fact, it's this last minute work where the assignment actually gets done pretty quickly. But it's always from this pressure and overwhelm and the stress. It's just not the way to get things done. In fact, if you were to time block, and this is a strategy that I was referring to earlier, if you just time block a little bit of time where you focus on one particular task and you put everything else aside during this one particular time block, it can be 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, where you only focus on this one thing and nothing else. You avoid all distractions, you don't talk to anybody, nothing. You just do that one particular task. That task is going to get done so freaking fast. You're going to have so much time in the day to enjoy all of the other things that you want to do in life. So honestly, guys, get rid of this myth of multitasking and that's the way to be efficient in life, because it's really not. All it does is slow you down and keep you from getting accelerated results, and not only that, but like powerful results. I promise you guys, when you're focusing on one particular thing, the quality of the ideas that come out of you are so much more powerful, because all of your neurons are firing towards one particular task. Your subconscious mind is completely honed in on that one thing, that one idea, that one topic that needs to get done. And man, things just start flowing out of you so fast, and everything just seems to happen so much faster. So guys, try this one hack, and I promise you, not only are you going to get faster results, you're going to get better results, you're going to impress more people with the results that you're getting. Everything is just going to be a huge dramatic shift. So try this, guys, because I promise you it's going to change your life just like it changed mine. And with that, guys, I hope you have a fantastic day. If you got anything out of this video at all, please comment down below. Let me know what your biggest takeaways were. And guys, please like, comment, subscribe, because I release videos just like this every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and I wouldn't want you guys to miss it. Bye for now.